Hi everyone, Andy Davis here again from Master of Voice, a channel with reactions to performers from across the world. In this episode, another reaction to the song La Llorona, this time by a trio of performers at the 2019 Grammy Awards, Angela Aguilar, Natalia Lafourcade, and Ada Cuevas. Let's jump right in. Beautiful intro by the stringed instruments here.
Salías de un pronto un día, llorona, cuando al pasar yo te vi.
Oh my gosh, this gorgeous dress. Of course, she's a beautiful girl. I have reacted to a full version of her performing this song, I believe, at the Latin Grammy Awards. And so now I'm excited to see her joining up with two very famous Latin music singers that I have not heard yet. So I am excited to see the rest of this. Let's jump into a bit of a translation of the lyrics here. Of course, La Llorona, the weeping woman. You came out of the temple one day, Llorona. I saw you when you passed. A beautiful dress you wore, Llorona. I thought you were the Virgin. Alas, Llorona, Llorona, Llorona of the lily field. He who doesn't know love, Llorona, doesn't know what martyrdom is, or doesn't know what suffering is. Great lyrics to this song, and of course there are so many different verses to this song that singers have to choose from, and so it's interesting to see which they choose. And of course this trio of performers, I'm sure, had a lot of discussions when putting this together, what particular verses they wanted to use, which do loosely tie to the folklore legend of the weeping woman, La Llorona.
Salías de un temple un día, llorona, cuando al pasar yo te vi. Hermoso huipil llevabas, llorona, que la Virgen te creí.
A beautiful voice.
Hermoso huipil llevabas,
Oh. Of course, she is just so striking on the stage. I have to mention it again. But I really enjoy that cry or call sound that she gives us in her upper chest voice, and then that lovely flip into the head voice or a mixed sound there. So well done. It almost has that yodel quality that you get when you use your chest voice to flip up into a head voice or mixed sound. And that is just showing her stellar breath control, great control of the breath support mechanism there to allow her to do all that with just some easy, beautiful, medium volume singing here of this wonderful song.
Ay de mí, llorona, 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 de un campo lirio.
Nice lower sound there.
Ay de mí, llorona, 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 de un campo lirio. El que no sabe de amores, llorona, no sabe.
All those different inflections with her chest voice.
El que no sabe de amores, llorona, no sabe.
Oh, some passion here. Beautiful.
Nominated.
Now we've got to transition to the next singer here, but I just wanted to compliment her even more on that. So well done, and to me, an even more improved version from the Latin Grammys performance. You know, as you sing a song and as you mature yourself, you're able to give it a little more. Now she's comfortable on the Grammy stage, if you will. And that was just so well done, especially there at the end with her differences in dynamic contrast. The louder portions and then pulling it back to some very soft, controlled singing right there at the end, even up into her head voice. So well done. And I must compliment this wonderful group of instrumentalists they have accompanying them in this. I am excited to see how this all unfolds. The next set of lyrics, I believe that Natalia is about to sing here, begin, "If because I love you, you want, Yorona, you want me to love you more. If I have already given my life to you, Yorona, what more do you want? You want more?" And of course, these stanzas repeat in each section. So I just love the melody of this song and these great lyrics.
This year for Best Latin Pop Album, please welcome Natalia Lafourcade.
Yes. I've heard so much about her. Those of you have continued to request songs.
Sí, porque te quiero, quieres, llorona, quieres que te quiera más.
Very conversational here.
Sí, porque te quiero, quieres, llorona, quieres que te quiera más.
Beautiful.
Si ya te he dado la vida, llorona, ¿qué más quieres? ¿Quieres más? Si ya te he dado la vida, llorona, ¿qué más quieres? ¿Quieres más?
Wow! Such passion and control, and what beautiful timbre she has to her voice. It is just gorgeous, and I knew it would be. So many of you are fans of her, so I'm excited to see her today. And of course, we have a lot more to see by her in the future, but I'm glad to see her in this trio so I can get a feel for her style of singing and what she does with her wonderful control of her own voice here. She started out very conversational with the breath, a little bit of breathiness around some of the notes, a bit more disconnect though, and that's what gave it that conversational feel I was hearing there, but then connected a little more with the legato line as her breath allowed her to just move smoothly between those notes. So well done. And of course, her interpretation of these lyrics. It's written all over her face. The passion, the feeling. She's singing from her heart, and that is so wonderful. The lyrics continue on. Alas, Yorona, Yorona, you are my... I was looking up the lyrics to this particular version of the song, and there were so many different things that came here. We're going to see what she says. But everything from yunta, which is, I believe, team, to yunca, which is, I believe, soup, like a healthy, rejuvenating soup, to nunca, which I believe is sweetheart. So you are my, we'll fill in the blank there. They'll stop me from loving you, Yorona, but I'll never forget you.
Ay de mí, llorona, llorona.
Oh!
Llorona, tú eres mi chunca.
Chunka, sweetheart.
Ay de mí, llorona, 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 tú eres mi chunca. Me quitarán de quererte, llorona, pero de olvidarte nunca.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I am so impressed with her voice, the control she has, and maybe I'm repeating myself here, just the different nuance where she allows the vowel to migrate in certain parts of the phrase and on certain notes. It's just so incredible. I can't wait to hear more by her. I am so drawn in by her. Of course, Angela has her own style, and I've heard her sing before. But now the very mature and beautiful sounds of Natalia. This is wonderful to see today.
Me quitarán de quererte, llorona, pero de olvidarte
Oh, beautiful. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, nominated for Best Regional Mexican Album, Aida Cuevas.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to hear her as well. I've heard her name a lot. So many of you have mentioned her, requested songs by her, and so I am excited to hear this as well. This was cool when I was preparing for this. Of course, getting the lyrics down, hoping that I have them right. There are so many different translations, so you all don't get upset with me if I've translated something wrong. I'm doing my best, but I'm just loving, first of all, this song, but now this grouping of performers, especially that I haven't seen these last two, and that they're such icons in the Latin music community and worldwide. So I'm excited to be learning more today. I believe the lyrics continue here as, I don't know what's in the flowers, Llorona, the flowers from the cemetery. When they are moved by the wind, Llorona, they seem to be crying. Alas, Llorona, Llorona, Llorona of the blue sky. Although it costs me my life, Llorona, I will not stop loving you.
No sé qué tienen las flores, Llorona.
Oh,
Las flores del campo
a
santo.
rich quality to her voice.
No sé qué tienen las flores, Llorona. Las flores del campo santo.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Such a nice, rich, velvety quality to her voice. Down in her lower chest voice here, the vowel resides back a little more. And to me, this is a great progression to me of maturity level in female singers, if you will. You know, we started out with the younger Angela, then we moved on to Natalia. A bit more experience and nuance there, a bit more maturity into her voice, and now Aida Cuevas. Wow! I am so impressed with her tone quality already and her connection to the audience. And I love her traditional costuming here. It's beautiful.
Que cuando las mueve el viento, Llorona, parece
Oh,
que están llorando.
wonderful phrasing.
Que cuando las mueve el viento, Llorona, parece que están llorando.
Great passion.
Ay de mi Llorona, 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 de azul celeste.
Oh my gosh, I love her voice, and I cannot wait to hear so much more by her. This has just been such a wonderful version of this song, and I'm sorry it's taken me so long. You all have been requesting this for about a year now, and I'm excited to get to it today, though. Here on this weekend, we're about to be at Halloween weekend, the Day of the Dead. It's just so cool, and I just feel much more a part of this song, the legend behind many of the verses of this song, and just a cool part of the year that this song sort of attaches itself to, especially in Latin America, and I'm just excited to be learning more about it today, especially with these wonderful singers.
Ay de mi Llorona, Llorona, Llorona de azul celeste, aunque la vida me cueste, Llorona, no dejaré de quererte.
Oh.
Aunque la vida me cueste, Llorona, no dejaré de quererte.
Beautiful!
Ay de mí, ay de mí.
Wonderful harmony at the end there. Oh my goodness, you guys. That was so well done. I did wonder as a trio how they were going to end it. They came together there with such beautiful three-part harmony. Of course, Ada Cuevas there on the lower end. She has such a rich alto sound there. So beautiful, you guys. Very different performers, very different nuances, phrasing, but so impressive, especially as a group here, and especially for someone that's seen the last two performers for the first time. So impressive. Wow, I am so excited to see more by all three of them. This was truly impressive. Excellent performances, and what a great version of this particular song. Wow. I hope you all enjoyed this reaction as much as I did today. If you did, please click like and hit subscribe. Leave me a comment down below and click the bell so you know when I'm releasing new content. I've also left links to my social media, my Ko-fi page down below. And otherwise, have a great day.